Hey Calabaza, how you doing? I am very excited to have a quick video critique of the animation lighting test that you posted. I think this is really, really neat stuff. I like the reference that you posted. This makes a huge difference. I love the lens flare look. I also love this super colorful pinks and blues look that you're going for as well. I think this really helps dial in the aesthetic quality that we're going for, and that's huge for helping us establish the look. So looking at the video, one of the first things that I noticed is that, and you talk about this a little bit, you talk about the exposure. And for me, whenever you're shooting an interior, you're going to expose for the interior space, specifically for the characters. And this feels like it's exposed for the exterior and allowing the characters to go darker. So I would lift the overall interior and allow some of these background elements, like we can see the perfect contrast of all these windows and everything. We can see the darks, the clouds. Allow all of that to lift up and allow that to become a glowy element, and then allow that light to come in and really rattle around inside that room. Because right now we're losing a lot of the character in here. I mean, we've got the specular highlight there on the eye. Oh, one small thing to look at, there's just like a seam right here in the hair. It looks like a texture. It doesn't look like a light, but just something to be aware of. And then, yeah, because like this light's going to come screaming and it's a bright sunny day and it's like hitting right here, but we're not seeing any of it bounce up in this region here. And I really feel like we would see some of that. So I would actually look for this reference. If it was me combining this with this, I would look at one thing. Actually, and I wanted to point out something with this lens flare. You've got a really cool start going with it. I would just soften the rainbow ring on it because it's coming through a little bit steppy. It's like in that thing, it kind of steps in. It's like you feel it go like like, and I would expect it to be like a smoother one. So I would maybe take you can keep the rainbow in, but I would just kind of soften it so it's not just like such a hard ring, and just make it like a softer bloom. And then it would just kind of like flow in and flow out. I do like some of I think there's something that pops in here at the end. There is some other artifacts that happen out of it. Like this is nice. We've got that. I would just, like we've got this little hexagonal thing right there. But then I would, again, just watch out on this side of her, because we're having all of this light that is causing all of these lens aberrations, but we're not getting a lot of light wrap on her. It's almost looking like a hard edge on this side. Okay, so for the reference that I would choose for this, and this is a scene that I've always loved, is the popsicle scene from Zootopia. So I'm going to turn the volume down here. So you can see we've got like this bright exterior, same basic idea of what you're going for. And of course, you can go a little more high contrast to kind of get the mood, but like look how bright we're seeing the outside world here versus the inside, and that's because we're exposing for the characters and we want the light to kind of bounce around that interior space. And I think that this really kind of feels like those pinks and warms that you were going for in your reference images. I know you might have been looking at for just the sky, but I think you can use that sky to build upon the rest of the image. And there's one shot in particular, I got to find the artist that did it and just tell them that they did a great job. This shot right here, I love it. I just love, like, we can't see the window, but we totally know there's light coming in from this side of the screen and falling off across. He's like in a deep dark shadow here, but he still kind of reads, and then making sure that the little teeny tiny guy right here reads as well. Just really good stuff. And then there's just some subtle highlights of specular highlights on the seats and on the rims, and it's just I've always really liked that shot. These two, just any of the ones from that kind of profile angle. But these, for your specific shot, this type of angle will give you a better look at the interior versus exterior thing with getting some of those colors that you're looking for, and I think that'll get you on your way. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. But keep going, keep pushing. You know the drill. You've got this. Happy lighting.